Welcome back, budgeters. So in this video we are going to do a look back at the month of August to see how well I did. Okay, so we're going to focus primarily on the columns to the right. So let's get into it. So my monthly income for August was $26.57, which was $563 higher than what I expected, which is about 24% higher than budgeted for. Moving along, so there were no change in the variances here. Now you'll notice that my house fund, why is this red? Okay, so we'll talk about it. So just a disclaimer or an FYI, emergency fund, house fund, car fund, and investment fund, and also the buffer, if I contribute more than what I budgeted for, then that's a good thing. If I contribute less than what I budgeted for, then you'll see a negative value and the cell will appear red. For other true expenses like rent, food, etc., if I spend more than what I budgeted for, it'll be red, hence a negative. If I spend less than what I budgeted for, it will be positive and it will remain white. Okay, let's get into this now. So my house fund, I had budgeted for $30, but I had only contributed $10 for the month of August. So that's a difference of negative $20 or a negative 66% change. So it went down. I did not contribute all of what I budgeted for, which is okay because I decided to focus on my investments fund, which you're going to see here. I actually contributed $85 more than what I had budgeted for. I had originally budgeted for $825, but I contributed $910 in 1 month for August, which I think is great because I am trying to have at the latest my Roth investment account open by that time. So end of September, early October. I missed one here. So my car fund, I contributed $105 more than I expected, which is good. So you see a positive 350% change from what I budgeted for versus my actual. So this right here, this cell right here, this column right here is just the variance between, it's the difference between what you budgeted versus what your expense or what your income was. It's just a difference. And the percent, we're screwing into September. The percent change is just the difference divided by the budget. And the percent of actual is the amount you've spent or the income you receive divided by the total, like what percentage of your total income did your salary comprise of. And the percent of total budget is just what you've actually, like here, let's say, I don't really use this column that much, but we'll talk about that later. So here, rent comprised 11% of what I budgeted for, and here my investment savings was 33% of what I budgeted for. I think do I use my actual numbers? I do. So what I've earned or what I contributed divided by the total amount budgeted. Okay, I think we got a little bit off track. So 105, $85 more than I thought for investment, and the Chase buffer, I did not contribute at all towards my Chase buffer, so that's why it's a negative 10. Grocery, I overspent at 81, overspent by $81. Everything else was pretty good. Lifestyle was really good. I budgeted for $650, but I only spent $131, which I only spent $519, so I still had at $131, and that went towards my investment and also spent in other areas. So here, every cash was $20. That's small. I hadn't budgeted to give that person any money, but you know, life. $54 over for MV Sapphire. That will be adjusted for throughout the rest of the year. Everything else is pretty good. Here, my miscellaneous fund, I had spent $236, which is $166 more than what I had budgeted for. And that is due in part of the rail ticket that I had to purchase out of pocket. I will be reimbursed hopefully by the end of September, if not early October, and I am to be reimbursed again because I had purchased twice, two out of pocket expense. So I will be reimbursed for those. Moving along towards my savings. I had budgeted for $895 to contribute towards my savings fund. And I actually contributed $1,055, which I think is great. I did earn interest, and you'll notice here that I started to include in green, so it kind of like pops out when I actually earn that interest. So if you're paying off debt, this could probably be your debt column right here, and your debt rows. You can put the date that that payment is due, but I use the, I guess you would say, opposite. Here is the date that I earn my interest, which is a good thing. So I earn from my LTS house and my car fund. I earn it at the end of the month, which is why I try to wait until the month finishes to see what my true numbers are. It doesn't make a big difference. It's not like it's $100 that month, no, but $22 is, give or take, anywhere between $20 to maybe $35. That's going to be the variance between my savings. As far as in the video, you see the, what is that, the last 2 weeks of the month, so you can expect, oh wait, I don't even show my savings anymore, so don't even worry about it. I like to save my savings for the end of the month overview, so you're seeing everything, or reflection instead of overview, or whatever you guys want to call it. So my Chase buffer, I didn't contribute anything towards it, which you can see here. And my investment savings is doing really well because I am looking to open up that Roth IRA. So my total savings at this point is 18.7, which is about 85% of my total goal, which is 22% by the end of the year. I'm trying to have 22%, 22,000 by the end of the year, so by December 31st. And by October 31st, I am hoping to have 20, and by March 2019, I'm hoping to have 25. Those are the things I'm striving for. I decided to include a scorecard just to see how I'm faring month to month, and what I will primarily focus on is my percent of total expenditures in each category. So let's go through it. So for savings, my total savings for the month was $1,055. This is my contributions, I should say. Maybe I should put expenditure / contribution to be exact. Oh. And of course I'm at C. I know you guys saw me type the C, but I'm moving too quickly, and I'll end up wrapping that later. Okay, and my total expenses was $2,600. Off my total expenses, my expenses net savings is $1,602. So when you add $1,602 plus $1,055, you will get this number right here, $2,657. And I just put this number here because it helps in the next formula. So my score for my savings, the way this is determined is my savings divided by what I budgeted for minus how much I budgeted divided by the budget. So it's just the variance between my budgeted savings and my savings divided by my budget. Okay, and then for my expenses, same formula, my budgeted expenses minus my expenses divided by my budgeted expenses. And you see here between my expenses versus and my expenses at my savings, it was only a 1% 1 percentage point difference, which I guess, so, even though my savings accounted for 17% of what I budgeted for. Actually, this is over. So this went over by 17%, which we said is a good thing, that's why it's positive. And my expenses, what I budgeted for, it went over by 16%, which is why this is a negative, because that's a bad thing. Well, a negative thing, I guess. Because that means I'm overspending in my expenses. But my expenses net of my savings, not including my savings, I still went over, and it was 15.32%, and that's that 1 percentage point difference I was talking about between these two. So my total percentage of total expenditures was 39%. So 39% of all of everything, all of my expenses went towards my savings, and 60% of my expenses, not including my savings, went towards regular expenses. So if you add this number with this number, you will get 100%, as you can see down here. And this is how I did for the month. I mean, how would you guys rate me? I haven't come up with a letter score or a number score yet. But if I'm hoping to get this right here, my total my percentage of total expenditures. If I could keep it around 39 or between, alright, fine, 39 is the low end, but between 40 and 45, or I really wanted at 55 and to be spending 50 and 45 of expenses. Those are my true weights that I want, but I'm not there yet. But I mean, this is not too bad. And this is just how I did for August. Okay, so I do want you guys to know this. In October, I would start budgeting paycheck to paycheck, because I've noticed that I've been doing a little hybrid version. I budget for the month, but I split my actual each paycheck, and I just want to keep it a little bit more consistent. So you will see that in my October video and also in my paycheck to paycheck budgeting video. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Take care.